Welcome, we will learn about a management topic, which is organizational learning management. Prepared by Dr. Fatima Al-Khattani. Content 1. Introduction. 2. The concept of organizational learning management. 3. Characteristics of organizational learning management. 4. The difference between individual learning and organizational learning. 5. The concept of organizational learning in the Learning University and its dimensions. 6. Requirements for implementing organizational learning management as an approach to the Learning University. 7. Conclusion. Introduction. The 21st century is witnessing global competition in business administration, government organizations, and education. As an inevitable result of technological advancements, higher education systems and universities are now subject to numerous pressures that require rapid responses. Therefore, university administrations must apply modern concepts, such as the concept of implementing organizational learning management processes, which achieve success for organizations by rapidly adapting to changes and facing challenges with steadfastness and excellence. This can be achieved by applying the concepts of the learning organization and the knowledge organization. Organizational learning. The origin and development of the concept of organizational learning. The roots of the organizational learning process can be traced back to many fields of the humanities, such as management, politics, economics, sociology, psychology, and biology. The concepts of organizational learning and learning organizations subsequently spread and appeared in the writings of Peter Senge, 1990, and Marquardt, 1996. Organizational learning and learning organizations subsequently became fundamental concepts of interest to managers, researchers, and practitioners, as it was widely believed that an organization's ability to learn better than its competitors was a prerequisite for enhancing its competitiveness. The concept of organizational learning management. It is an integrated management system comprised of continuous, dynamic processes. It aims to increase the organization's ability to adapt and succeed in a changing environment. It aims to transform into a learning organization that achieves excellence in performance and learning. This is achieved through a set of sub-processes, including empowering individuals, improving performance, leveraging past experiences and expertise to address the future, and effectively managing and utilizing knowledge and technology for learning. This must be done within the framework of an organizational culture built on the shared vision of the organization's members, and one that supports and encourages collective learning and continuous development. Characteristics of organizational learning management. The learning process in an organization is an ongoing process that occurs automatically. Individuals do not view learning as an additional component of their daily duties, but rather as an integral part of the organization's activities. The existence of a shared vision among organizational members regarding the organization's goals and future. Organizational learning occurs as a result of internal and external experiences and expertise within the organization. Organizational learning includes sub-processes represented by acquiring information, storing it in the organization's memory, and then accessing it to use it to solve current and future problems. The organizational learning process requires support and assistance from the organization's leadership. Managing organizational learning is an integrated process that requires planning, organization, monitoring, and evaluation. Organizational learning occurs spontaneously, and organizations must adopt a specific strategy to foster it. Organizational learning seeks to develop individuals' mental and cognitive processes to rationalize their behavior. The concept of organizational learning management in the Learning University. It is the organization and management of continuous collective learning processes among all university employees, including leaders, faculty members, staff, and administrators. It is built on a shared vision to transform the university into a learning organization. The university administration works within the framework of a collaborative organizational culture to plan and empower employees to engage in self-learning and continuous collective learning. This is accomplished by facilitating their acquisition, management, and exchange of knowledge using modern electronic technologies. This also facilitates their access to the previous experiences and expertise of the university and other universities, stored in its organizational memory, to benefit from and learn from them. Requirements for implementing organizational learning management as an entry point for the Learning University. Working to spread the culture of organizational learning and the concept of the learning organization among all university staff, including faculty members, employees, and administrators. Holding educational lectures, offering introductory programs that include an introduction to organizational learning and the learning organization, in terms of its importance, characteristics, application methods, and the most important models for building a learning organization. Holding training courses and workshops, specifically for educational and training programs, by applying various levels of learning, individual, group, and organizational. It also offers educational programs that examine the experiences of universities that have implemented organizational learning for further learning. Preparing informational publications, booklets, and brochures on the organizational learning process and the concept of the learning organization, which are distributed to all university staff, students, and members of the local community. Increasing the interest of university senior management in developing integrated strategies and policies to promote the application of organizational learning and disseminating information and knowledge about it across universities. This is achieved through a. Planning for organizational learning to occur in the workplace and implementing the collective work team approach. B. Organizing periodic meetings, conferences, and educational seminars between the university's various departments and colleges to exchange information, knowledge, expertise, and experiences. Work-related issues and problems are also discussed at these meetings. Requirements for implementing organizational learning management as an entry point for the Learning University. The university's senior management must work to involve all categories of university employees, including faculty members, staff, and administrators, in developing plans, defining the university's strategic objectives, formulating a shared vision for its future, and making decisions. The importance of university senior management providing and securing an environment that facilitates the organizational learning process. Establishing internal e-learning networks among all university departments, colleges, and units, and establishing external e-learning networks with local and international universities for knowledge communication and the exchange of information, expertise, and experiences. Ensure that all university employees have access to these networks and are granted full access to learn and benefit from them. Holding various training courses and workshops that offer programs aimed at qualifying and training university employees and developing their professional performance according to their job needs. Studying the experiences of international universities that have applied organizational learning to transform universities into learning organizations, through holding international conferences and seminars, in order to benefit from them. Conclusion. In conclusion, we conclude that organizational learning is one of the most important and successful administrative approaches for transforming universities into learning organizations. This approach leverages the learning potential of each individual within the organization and organizes them collectively to meet challenges and changes with rapid adaptation, stability, and excellence. Thank you for listening.